Welcome back to Canvas Tutorials with Evan. Today we're going to be looking at how can we set the home page for our course, and this will be the first page that students see when they click on our course, and it will be the page that they see anytime they click on the home link. So let's go ahead and get started. Notice that I've already clicked into my sandbox course, and it is showing my modules page because this is the page that I've chosen to have as my home page. Now let me tell you why I use the module page the most, is that the modules give us that curated look, or that curated experience for the students. I get to decide the order of the assignments. I get to decide what units or modules they can see and cannot see. Let's see, anatomy, and we'll say cells. And notice that here with the publish button on this one, it's shown, and this one without the publish button, when I click into student view, it only shows the one that's been published. And so again, it really gives me that curated power. I think it's the most powerful page inside of Canvas. Okay, to get there though, I actually had to choose the modules as my home page. So how do we do that? Well, if we look over here on the right side, we see the choose home page option. And this is a menu that only the teacher sees. The students don't get to see this. But if I click on it, you're going to notice there are 5 different options. And let's go ahead and go through each one of these. We just looked at the course modules. So let's go ahead and click up here to the course activity stream. And then we're going to click Save. And notice now that when I click on the home, it takes us to the activity stream. Now what this is all the content in my course ordered by date. Okay, not necessarily what things are coming up or due next, not that, but everything. If you think of like a social media stream or a stream in our real world, it's just content that is flowing by. And that's really what's happening here, is that the stream view is just all that content by date for the student to see. Now, I'm not a fan at all of this as a home page because it will get cluttered very quickly, and it'll be very difficult for students to see what's happening. They're able to find this themselves, but yeah, there's very little organization for them. So when I click on the student view, notice that it just shows the recent announcement, because this is the only thing that they would see, but it doesn't show any of the assignments. Over here there is the to-do, and that's a different function that we'll talk about in another video. But notice that it doesn't show any of the assignments. If I were to come in here and let's try this. We'll change one of the assignment due dates, and I'm going to push it into, well, it is in the future. That even though it's in the future, it's still not showing it for them. It's showing it for me, but it's not showing it for them in the course stream. So again, I feel that is just probably the weakest page to have as a home page for this level. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Choose Home Page again. And notice that the Pages option is grayed out. It won't let me choose it. Well, that's because I have to actually create a page first and then make it my home page. So in order for me to use that, I'm going to hit Cancel. And I come out here to Pages, and notice it has this little eye symbol here. That also means that there's no content there, and therefore this menu item is not shown to the students yet. If you want to know how to change the order and add or remove menu items, that's another video that you can watch. But I'm going to go ahead and click here in Pages. Notice I haven't created any pages. And I can either hit here, or I can click up here, and I'm going to hit there. And I'm just going to give this the page. I'm just going to call this home page, and you can call it whatever you want. And I'm just going to say this is our home page. Welcome to our course. Good luck. And just for fun, I'm going to make this really big. Where's my, oh, I'm going to make it red. There we go. And I'm going to change the font to 36. And before anything will show, I got to save it and publish it. Okay, so now you notice that the eyeball is gone because it is showing. But now go to view all pages, and there we go. Now as I go back to home, and I hit choose home page again, it's still not there. Why? Well, because I have to choose my front page first. I have to actually select this as my front page. So when I'm out here in the pages menu, I click on these three dots, this side menu, and you notice that it says right here, use as front page. And what this does is it sets this page as the first page that they will see when they click on the pages menu. So for example, if I had a second page on here, and I'm just going to create a second, this is a second page. If this is a second page, save and publish. When I click on the pages menu item, it doesn't show me that pages list. It shows me that front page. Then if I click on view all pages, it will show that. So I guess a tip, if you're not going to use a home page as your front page, or a front page as your home page, it may be worth not actually having it selected as a front page. That way it automatically shows here. But the benefit of having a front page when you click on pages is it does give you that almost like a home page of a website that you give a lot more freedom to design. Now when I go back out here to home and I choose home page, it is now showing me that I can change it. And the cool thing here is that it does allow me to click there and change which one is my home page. Okay, didn't save that. And when I click save, now whenever they click home, whenever they come into my course, okay, so go out here to dashboard, click on my course, it is going to bring them to that home page first. Benefits of a home page is it allows me to create kind of a fun or more directed template of a welcoming page that might have instructions. It might have particular menu items that I want the students to go to. This is more, I would say that this kind of follows the theme of designing your own website. That if you wanted to design really your own navigation, you could definitely go this route. And there's a lot more to do with home pages or pages in general that we'll cover in another video. But getting back to our just choosing a home page, we've already looked at course modules. Now let's go ahead and look at the assignments list. Now this is really just if they had clicked on the assignments menu item here. And notice that I've already set up some assignments in this sample course, and I've weighted two different categories of summative and formative assessment at 70 and 30% respectively. And so the benefit here is that it does allow students to see just what all their assignments that have been published. If there's an assignment that has not been published, so for example, I'm going to unpublish this one. You'll notice 1, 2, go to student view, and they would not see the ones that are not published. And they see it as both future, undated, and past. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpublish or publish that again and go back to the student view. And notice they see upcoming assignments, assignments that have no dates. Maybe this is a big project or just some content that I want them to see. And then past assignments. The benefit of this is that it does give them, hey, this is what's coming up. You need to be focusing on these things. They don't see the weighted categories. That's something I see. But it also allows them to change it that if they, come on, there we go. That if they did want to see it by the weighted categories, they could. So show by date, show by type. It really gives them some flexibility. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the student view here. Now, the last option for a home page is this course syllabus. Now, I don't personally use it, but I think it's very powerful. And this is what I mean, is that the course syllabus will show you show the student just what is coming up. So I'm going to go to student view here. And notice that it just shows the upcoming assignments. Now, the downside of that is past assignments aren't listed here. Okay, but once they've completed it, and so if I leave the student view, notice that here at the top it says that I can edit this top section. And this is where the power comes in, is I can kind of combine the functionality of a page and the upcoming assignments. So I'm going to click on edit here, and notice that there is just an empty editor here. So I'm going to do a little trick here. I'm going to go over to my page, and maybe this is my home page. Maybe I really like the content here, and I'm just going to copy it. And so I'm going to Command A or Control A, depending on Mac or PC. And I've copied that content, Command C or Control C. And I've clicked back in here. And I'm just going to paste that content. And I'm going to hit Update Syllabus. Now, notice that it has that information at the top and then the upcoming assignments. When I click into Student View, that's what they see. What is the benefit of this? This would allow me to put those main navigation items that I want to have here. Maybe I'll have a picture menu item of discussions, go to discussions, or a picture item that goes to a calendar, or picture menu item that goes to the modules, whatever. This would be using a picture menu of actually putting a picture in here and then linking it to a particular menu item. That would be particularly useful for lower grades. K5 would be very beneficial for doing that, because then you could use icons. You can use a big calendar symbol to represent the calendar or whatever. And so that would be the benefit of that for those students that are learning to read or can't read very well. But really anybody could benefit from having this as their course homepage. Because it does give you a lot of freedom and flexibility. You can put your own content here, and then it shows the updated content. But again, wrong button there. I am a modules person, so I'm going to go ahead and click. Oh, did I do it right? I did. There we go. And so that shows my modules. Today we've looked at how to set a homepage for your Canvas course. Again, you should choose what your students experience and how they experience it. This is probably the biggest mind shift that teachers need to go through as they move online, is that you don't just take the software as it's handed to you, but actually think about what you want the students to experience. Regularly go into that student view and try to navigate around, see how they're going to get to it. Because oftentimes we might be upset that students aren't getting an assignment done, or they didn't see something. And it may be because we've designed it poorly, and we need to make it a little bit easier for them to navigate. I hope this content has been helpful, and have a great day.